We're in a moment where economic data is in jeopardy, and recent actions by the Trump administration are making it more difficult to provide and respond to that data in meaningful ways. Hi, my name is Benga Ajilori, Chief Economist for the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities. Normally I'd sit here and talk with you about the latest jobs data, but because of the government shutdown, the Bureau of Labor Statistics has suspended all operations. Since we don't have any new jobs data, let's talk about growing uncertainty around the future and integrity of federal data. Here are two things you should know. First, the U.S. Department of Agriculture recently announced it was defunding the annual survey on food security, starting with the 2025 data collection. Why does this matter? The elimination of the survey would prevent policymakers and researchers from tracking changes to household food insecurity. With the Republican mega bill making the largest ever cuts to food assistance through SNAP, and food prices continuing to rise in large part due to tariffs, this action will make it harder to understand how administration policies are affecting families across the country. It also represents a larger pattern by the administration that will reduce the availability of crucial federal data or discredit data that is already available. Second, other recent cuts to economic data collection are likely related to agencies being under-resourced or understaffed. Earlier this year, the Bureau of Labor Statistics suspended collection of portions of the Consumer Price Index data due to a federal hiring freeze, and in June, suspended collection of additional data sets, citing limited resources. So why does all this matter, especially in this moment? With labor markets showing recent signs of softness, as well as widespread federal layoffs likely to increase, this is a critical moment where timely and accurate economic data is more important than ever. Keep in mind, the Bureau of Labor Statistics is a nonpartisan federal agency responsible for delivering objective economic data, and private sources of labor market data are not the answer, as they are limited in scope and rely on the BLS to benchmark their own data. Data collected by BLS allows us to understand the state of our economy by providing information about inflation, employment, wages, and more. They impact how Federal Reserve handles interest rates and how policymakers respond to rising unemployment. Alone, either of these disruptions to BLS and other federal agencies would be considered incredibly detrimental, but together, they tell a story of severe, modern-day threats to economic data collection due to political interference and chronic underinvestment.